All right, we're back at Rocketown with some, well, I was about to say some locals, but you guys aren't local.
Kind of. Just one out of the four members are here in Nashville. We're all from Toledo, Ohio. Yeah, so I guess it's semi-local. Would you say that?
Quarter local.
And your band name?
Goodbye, Blue Skies.
All right, how have you guys been doing so far?
We've been a band for a very, very long time. 10 years exactly. And it's been going good. Ups and downs like any other band, but it's on the up and up right now.
Have you ever had any bad stage nightmares?
Bad what? Oh yeah. Like experiences that actually happened. Yes, I hate you, Chris.
He's like almost thrown up on stage 5 times. Actually, once you did.
I used to have really long hair, like down to here, and we played a show up in Michigan, I think it was, and I was moving my head around, and I inhaled my hair, and as I'm playing, I'm gagging like, and I can't stop because I'm in the middle of a song. So as I'm playing, I'm starting to panic because I'm like, this is not gonna go good if I throw up everywhere. So thank God I made it through the song, and I pulled my hair out, and as soon as I did, I started gagging so bad. And they're like, what the hell is your problem, Brian? I'm like, I inhaled my hair, and they're just like, you're an idiot. And then it was like seriously one of the worst moments on stage.
Well, now you know why so many drummers wear bandanas.
Yeah, well, I thought it was cool to like have my hair out and let it flow. Yeah.
Did you get the Of Mice and Men show too, or did you?
That I did. That was not because of. I mean, I was a little nervous, but other than that, it was just I wasn't feeling good. I don't know. Why you bring this stuff up, man?
Rehashing bad memories.
Yeah, it's like it's a nightmare.
Does that keep you up at night?
Yeah, no, not really. It's still funny because we've been doing this for so long. Like even before the Goodbye Blue Skies started in 2007, I still get a little nervous before every show. Doesn't matter how big or small, always. And it's such a cool feeling though. So I've had other nightmare stories, but we won't talk about those on stage.
Do you do anything to remedy your nervousness?
Don't look at the crowd for the first like 30 seconds.
That's better than most bands. Most bands just chug alcohol.
Yeah, well, I refuse to do that before we play. Like,
We'll drink like maybe a beer or two and take a shot.
Two is the limit, and a shot maybe, but afterwards we're having fun.
Now after our set, that's a different story.
Do you have any memorable drinking stories that you're willing to tell?
No. Because I don't remember half of them. 2,
we got one when we played with Hawthorne Heights. Victor?
Oh, yeah, so our vocalist...
So we're going to say this because Victor's not here to defend himself, so that's his fault. But it's short. Make it
yeah. So pretty much, he decided that he was just going to run up a huge bar tab and just buy everybody shots. And everybody. So at the end of the night, we're like going up to the bar, cashing out and everything like that. And he has like a $200 bill. And we're just like, we're not paying this, and walk away. And Vic was like, oh, I didn't do that. I was like, yeah, you did. You were sitting here buying everybody shots. You were like literally shoving them in people's faces. He's like, no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me at all.
Not only did he take all the money that we made that night to pay for the tab, but he had to have a friend pay for it. It was hilarious, but we're like, damn it, Vic. So that's one that was pretty recent. That was funny.
What kind of band doesn't keep like their own alcohol? Why do you even have to go to the bar?
Well, we do sometimes, but it's just when you're in there, you want to be around people. You want to be around your friends and fans and everything else. So we don't have a problem doing that.
We're really not that kind of band that like to sit in the van all day and drink. Yeah, like we like to socialize and whatever. But so I feel like that's the better way of doing it, just to like kind of.
Do you have any like really memorable standout moments with a fan?
Yes. That was with Of Mice and Men at Clazel and Bowling Green. That one I remember always is, how old was the kid? Was he like 15, 16?
I really don't remember this story, so...
Well, he came up to the merch table, and he was talking to Victor, and I think you were there too, and I came in a little later, but one of our songs said it helped him through a really hard time in his life. And it was like such a meaningful moment. Like that one story about him not killing himself basically because of our music was like, this is why we do this. Like I would have never expected that one of our songs helped somebody get through that.
We've had quite a few of those, like not even from like teenagers. We've had adults, like people that are our age, come up to us and like, this song really got me through a really bad relationship, or and it's really cool to hear that, because I could personally think of so many bands that had songs that got me through a really hard time, and so for people to come to us and say like, your song helped me, it's really cool, and it's like surreal a little bit, because it's like, really, like,
You don't expect that outcome.
yeah. So
What are some of the bands that have helped you?
for me, Vic just walked in and walked right back out. For me, Alkaline Trio. I have Alkaline Trio and Blink-182 tattooed on me. Those are two bands that really got me through my teenage years, and like rebellious and all that stuff. And Circus Survive on Letting You Go was a huge album for me through my senior year of high school. Just everything about that, just, what are you doing? Just everything about that album really got me through a lot of things. Like for me, transitioning into adulthood, and a lot of people might not get that vibe from that record, but I totally got it. So that, I even have it tattooed on the top of my arm, just because of how much it meant to me and how much it got me through a lot of situations.
Yeah, I mean, Alkaline Trio is one of my all-time favorite bands, and they've got me through a lot. Actually, one that he probably wouldn't have guessed is Death Cab for Cutie, Translanctism, I think it's the name of it. I can never say it right. That album, though, was awesome. Every song on there, and like going through hard stuff. And then Blink-182, I mean, I grew up listening to that. And then all my punk rock era stuff, Pulley and NoFX. I mean, NoFX was goofy, but they had songs that cheered me up to make me get over being an angsty kid. And The Decline, one of my favorite.
I don't really think a lot of people would know this about us, because we're a heavier band. I guess you could consider us metalcore, but we all grew up on like pop punk music.
Pop punk, hardcore punk, rap. Like we are
Like old school Warp stuff.
Yeah, in class. Like I've been going to Warp since I was 13. Like I've only missed I think 2 since I was 13, and like our variety of music that we like is such a big, broad spectrum. Like I hardly listen to a lot of metalcore when I'm at work or something. I listen to like progressive metal, country now. Like I never used to listen to country, but now I'm getting into it. I listen to everything.
I've had some bands tell me that because you spend 6 hours a day at a venue listening to heavy music, you kind of have to turn on country and pop to like soothe your brain.
It's like almost, you soothe your brain, and it's like an escape, in which
Kind of cleansing the palate.
Cleansing the palate is a perfect way to describe that. Yeah, and one of the Phil from All That Remains, one of his favorite bands forever was Panic at the Disco, and he would listen to it all the time. So yeah, I'm throwing him under the bus on that one. That was hilarious.
It's not shameful to listen to Panic at the Disco.
No, I love.
It's not like Nickelback.
Brandon
he's
is killing
awesome.
it right now.
I want to hang out with him. I want to party with that guy. He's so funny.
So since we're coming up on Halloween time, I'll ask, what movie serial killer do you identify the most with, and why?
That's a good one.
Well, see, the black guy always died first, so I have to think about this for a second. So go with him first.
Oh man, which one would I kill you first in? One I identify the most with. That's a good one. I would probably have to say, man, it's not really crazy serial killer. Seven, the guy from Seven, like the 7 Deadly Sins. I've always thought I was fascinated with that. I was like, if I was ever a crazy psychopath, I'd probably do it that way. And it's like a thriller movie, but like that's still scary as all hell. But him or Michael Myers, because that way I could just walk around while everybody runs and then magically be right next to him and stab him. That'd be cool.
I was I was gonna say the same. I was gonna say either Michael Myers or Jason because I'm quiet and I sneak up on a lot of people. Like people never know where I'm at, and I'm right here, and they're like, "Oh my God, I didn't see you there." I am weird.
No, you're not.
The worst person I ever met that does that is Brent Ashley from Coma Christ.
Oh, really?
Like that dude is one of those people. It's like he materializes out of nowhere. He'll be nowhere in the general vicinity. He'll turn around and he's right there.
He's a teleporter. He figured out how to teleport. Like, we need to figure that out. I want to do that.
I would like to teleport too.
Telecreep? Just telecreep everywhere? That'd be awesome.
What do you want your funeral song to be?
Funeral song?
Well, we're on the morbidity track with the serial killers.
I got a good one. My funeral song, Culture Club, Karma Chameleon. Done. I don't have to explain that. You should already know why.
I do. Mine.
The ratio of serious answers to not serious answers I get on this question is incredible.
I don't know. I would have to say, what's a good one? What is a good one?
Make up a lie, dude.
I always say I want to go with something that's like ironic, like I'm Not Dead by Pink or Reincarnate by Motionless.
Those are good ones.
The serious one would probably be Simple Man. Leonard Skinner. That was a Simple Man.
I would probably say, you know what? It wouldn't even be like an actual song. What is that song the chicken dance to? I would just have that playing. Yeah. So everybody can just come in and, weep. Yes. And then when you do that, play Move It Like Bernie and just make me go like this.
Yes.
The entire time. So those would be my two funeral songs. The chicken dance song and Move It Like Bernie.
That's fine. That's mine.
That's yours.
What are you guys working on right now? Do you have any new music in the works?
We're doing a little bit of writing right now. Still trying to push the record that we have out right now. We have a album that came out last year called Motives, and what is going on here?
Sounds like we have a serial killer trying to break in here.
And then people dancing to Michael Jackson over there. Jesus. Anyways, back to the serious matter at hand. Just slowly trying to write for the next record. We're trying to get back into the groove of playing shows again. We kind of took some time off. Cover song in the works maybe towards the end of the year.
We've never released the cover song. We never released the cover song yet. So.
As long as it's not Heathens.
No, it would not be that.
No. The one that we're going to release actually relates to some of what has been going on, which is awesome. But it's a good one. We won't say nothing yet though about it.
It's fun, and I think a lot of people will like it a lot. To have kind of a metal twist to it, but other than that, just playing shows and.
This thing's made of styrofoam. I'm worried it's gonna break if they keep doing it.
Playing shows and continue to slowly but surely write for the next record. We would like to get another record out as soon as we possibly can, but we want to take our time with it, and we're also DIY, so we kind of have forever to make.
We don't have to answer ourselves, which is nice. Being DIY, that's one thing that we loved is we make our own time, and if we fail, it's our own fucking fault. It's our own fault.
Yeah, I feel like 5 years ago you would have heard a lot of bands saying that they would die to be on a certain record label, and now it's to the point that everybody wants to be independent.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Record labels are just shit.
Don't get me wrong. We've had offers from labels, and a couple of them we just turned down, or it just wasn't us. It wasn't for us. So, we're call stubborn, whatever. But we like to own our own shit. We like to do our own music, and we like to go by our rules. Not saying we would never work with anybody, but.
There's always that fear also of ending up in a standby situation.
Right. No, absolutely. That's garbage. We don't want to be there. Plus, we don't want to be in debt for so long. Obviously, you got to take a risk and do that stuff, but why? Why can't you do it yourself? You know, why do these bands, I feel bad for a lot of these younger bands because they don't understand that. Yo, dude, grind it out. Do it yourself. If, you know, we might not be the best band to look at, but dude, we've been together for 10 years and we've had our own success, good success. You know, we're at where we're at because of our own decisions. Like, one of the things I always say, and he knows, I even got a tattoo tomorrow, and I am what I create. We are what we create. We're at where we're at because of our decisions. We take personal responsibility for that. Why give responsibility to somebody else that could, in the long run, fuck you over? Yeah. So.
Yeah. I hope people notice the shift of how we didn't cuss for the first 10 minutes of this interview because there was a child in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering.
I noticed that the child was gone, but.
Yeah. In case you were wondering why the first 10 minutes of this interview was clean,
yeah.
That's why.
Respect.
All right, I think we'll wrap it up there. Is there any last words you'd like to leave with your fans?
Thank you for supporting us over the years, and for anyone that has never heard of us, we are Goodbye Blue Skies. You can check us out, facebook.com/Goodbye Blue Skies. I think it's just Goodbye Blue Skies, but everything else, our Instagram, our Twitter, is GBS Band. We have an album entitled Motives. It's out right now on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, whatever you guys are listening to nowadays. I'm still old-fashioned. I like to buy CDs. So, you know, any online streaming services, you could check it out. And hopefully we'll come to your guys' town in the near future. Yay.
Yeah, what he said, it's great. Also, I'd like to just add, like, we've done this for 10 years, and hopefully we do it for another 10, 20, 30 years, and you guys keep coming out and enjoying. Even if you don't like the music that we play, or even have friends that you don't like it, trust me, we've always been right with this. If you come out to our show, you'll have a fucking blast. Always. We've had so many people come out and say that they didn't, not into our music. I'm like, just come out still. And then you guys are fucking awesome. I had such a great time. I can't wait to come see you guys again. And that's how we get some fans. Like, it's awesome. So keep listening, keep grinding. Hopefully we'll be around for a long, long time.
I also won't be a creep. I'm just joking about that earlier. I'm not a creep.
Yes,
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
How can you miss someone you never met? I cringe thinking about the wasted breath, the wasted youth I wasted on you. How can you miss someone so quick to forget? Illogical and separate so easy.